What does it mean to be a disruptor? What does it mean to upend an entire industry? And is that a good thing or a bad thing? These were the very questions I got to ask when I went in the gallery with Boris Garbe, the famed curator at Mills Gallery.
My journey was simple. I started wanting to sell art and have a gallery, but that was far more complicated than I ever realized, having no background in art or business. And it has kind of evolved what Mills Gallery has become. We are a hub for art, for fashion, for literature, for music, for new artists, artists who are being introduced to the world, such as you. And I think in many ways we're the most progressive gallery around here because of the many different opinions that it takes to run a gallery. This gallery is run by 5 people, 6 people, 3 women, a black man, a gay man, and a Hispanic man. And we have a complete understanding of what the people out there want to see.
Knowing what the community wants to see. And it's that very concept that's helped turn the Mills Gallery into an award-winning facility that showcases art. But Boris has famously said he doesn't care about the art. He cares about the artist. That's what he's interested in.
So here's Pinocchio, right? What's Pinocchio known for? Storytelling, And what they used to call lying in the 80s and 90s has now a new title. It's called storytelling. And I really do well because one of the things that I've kind of brought into the game is, with the permission of the artist, my original tagline has always been, I don't give a shit about the art. I care about the artist. And I've been saying this for the last 5 years. It's been controversial. Some magazines, newspapers didn't want to work with me because of that. But here's the thing. Then AI comes in and is making everything that I have predicted, that I have talked about coming true. The artist is far more important than the art. That is 100% the mission of Mills Gallery. Yes, you can now buy a painting for free. And it's going to fit all your characteristics, all the standards that you want, because you tell AI what you want. But you've taken a job away from an artist who needs food, who needs to be helped, which we don't. How does this help the community? You know what, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would like to say it's done amazing things for the Orlando arts community, but this is still an experiment. My biggest critics are artists who are like, that sounds nice, but it's not helping me. Your job is to sell art. But I think maybe, hopefully, everybody's gonna realize with the advent of AI, artificial intelligence, that everything's changed almost in every business that I know of. Today I was talking to a businessman. He was telling me it's not just the art world, it's the lawyer field, it's the medical field, everything is changing. So that's why I believe the artist is more important, and the artist is part of a community. And if we don't take care of the people that bring us art, then we're not going to succeed as a community, as a city, as a major metropolitan city.
The rise of artificial intelligence is a true disruptor, and we haven't even yet begun to realize the change that it may actually bring, or what careers it may make obsolete.
So I started, like I said, paying attention to the actual problem. I knew 4 artists that were living in cars that didn't have money. They would come me here, and I would go to the fresh market and get them a gift card or buy them food. And that's when I realized this, and this is pre-COVID, by the way, this is a segment of our population, of our community, that we do not take care of. And I think it's through history when the communities do not take care of their artisans, that is the beginning of the decline. I really believe that, you know, and I'm sorry, many people would say we are kind of in a decline right now. We're certainly not taking care of the people who give us ideas, hope, that influence our negative thinking, because that's what art is. Art is medicine. Everybody needs art. Everybody needs that.
Art is medicine. It is essential to society. Therefore, so is the artist. And while AI has become a disruptor in this field, Boris himself is a bit of a disruptor by becoming a podcaster who is exploring these very themes and how they affect the art world.
As a podcaster, as a disruptor, and I'm going to claim this because I'm proud of it, as Orlando's #1 podcaster, I have to say that I've been able to create pretty much on my own, with the exception of the star talent, and I've been able to create shows that have really been disruptive but have been received very well. My #1 show is Tenor and Toneless, that I do with the tenor Rafael Cabello, and it is all about my hate of classical music, how much I hate that shit. And yet, with only 4 episodes, we became the #1 podcast in Orlando. I became the #1 podcaster, but the biggest surprise, Bess, the Orlando Philharmonic made us their official podcast. I became a disruptor until Randy Knowles from Winter Park Magazine officially gave me that title. But before that, I was already known for kind of screwing with all of my careers a little bit. You know, like I was hired as a Spanish teacher and I ended up teaching sign language. You know, I was supposed to do this for art and I became far more interested in the artists. You know, as far as the podcasting, I've broken practically every rule of podcasting and it's success. You know, I think because all my life I've hid, whether it's because I was gay and I hid until I was 28, and then I was an alcoholic and I hid that too. I became really good at taking things that are uncomfortable and kind of making them work. I've used that way of dealing with my issues in how I present information. So I'm not a podcaster, I'm not a journalist, I'm an entertainer. I've told you that before. You know, I am here to entertain you guys and to give you minutes here and there of enjoyment, you know, I'm still finding out who I am. I'm still coming to terms with the gravity of life, which, as you and I have discussed, is not pleasant and it's more complicated than that. I like being a disruptor. Look at it this way. I have a career where I get to remain honest, don't like art, don't like classical music, and I have been celebrated and honored for being honest. And it's pretty interesting that little Boris, shy, the one that's always hiding in the end, when there's a party, that this guy was able to transform into who I am today. And why am I doing this, Bess? Because this is the only way to grow a community, to help the people who are suffering. And I learned that from you.
Wow, a mission to help those who are suffering. That is the very best form of community building.
One of the most interesting things that I found out about myself is that I like introducing people to the town. But then with the renowned artist Harold Garbe, I got an opportunity to show a different side of who Harold Garbe is. You know, Harold Garbe had this reputation as being a master painter, you know, and I made him a lot more human. I gave him a podcast with 10 episodes where he talks to everybody but artists. Well, he does end up talking to artists, but the point was he wanted to talk to other careers, to other professions. I gave that man a renaissance. Helping other careers is showing me how to improve my own. I would not be the same person if I had not been in this profession for the last 10 years. I wouldn't think about celebrity. I wouldn't think about having a brick and mortar business. I wouldn't think about helping people, you know? But you and I discovered helping people is the only way. It's the only way. We're all in a lifeboat. Let's be happy and help each other. I mean, we know how this is going to end. Let's make the best out of it. Let's have a party. You know, we're here to laugh and to help other people laugh because we're here to help people.
Wow, I love the idea of helping people, of giving back to our community, seeing how we can help others along. And as Boris said, that is our whole reason for being here. I hope he's inspired you to figure out how you can maybe give a little back or help your fellow man. You know, this whole video series is shining a light on community, of helping each other out, because let me tell you, we're all in this together. And I'm most proud that we're shining a light on Second Harvest Food Bank and all the incredible work that they do. In fact, a portion of the art sales from my art exhibit go right back to Second Harvest Food Bank to help them supply those 300,000 meals each and every day. My art exhibit is running through the end of June right there at Mills Gallery. I hope you'll stop by, say hello to Boris, and take a look. I'll see you next time.